Quahivio, Quahivio, Quahivio. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Bonnie Live with ChatGPT. I'm your host for today, Bonnie, and we're diving straight into it. Let's kick things off with the latest headlines. In cricket news, Ryan Rickelton has scored a double century in South Africa's ongoing test match against Pakistan, and it's creating quite a buzz. His exceptional performance is giving South Africa a solid position in the game, and it's great to see the team doing so well. In farming news from Limpopo, there's been a major shift from cattle to goats due to changing climate conditions. The droughts and other extreme weather events have made it tough for traditional cattle farming, but goats seem to be more resilient and are thriving. Their ability to adapt to these harsh conditions is changing the face of farming in the region. Meanwhile, Johannesburg's Wits Arts Museum is showcasing a retrospective exhibition of the iconic artist Esther Malangu. Her signature bold, colorful geometric designs are on full display, offering visitors a chance to appreciate her immense contribution to the art world. In a lighter note, a story from FlySafair. Brand manager Nobuntu Makize made headlines for an altercation on a flight, reportedly due to intoxication. She was involved in an argument with a flight attendant and even threw a drink at them. It's a reminder of how important it is to remain composed when traveling. Lastly, Gauteng residents, brace yourselves for severe thunderstorms this weekend. A warning has been issued, so it's important to stay informed and prepared. Now let's dive into the topic that stands out the most today: the shift in farming practices in Limpopo, where goats are becoming more common than cows. This is happening because of changing weather conditions and the challenges that come with traditional cattle farming. The extreme droughts and unpredictable weather patterns in the region have made it harder for farmers to rely on cattle, which need a lot of water and food to survive. Goats, on the other hand, are more resilient. They can survive with less food and water and are more adaptable to the harsh climate. This makes them a practical choice for farmers looking to keep their businesses afloat while dealing with these tough conditions. Goats are also more affordable to raise. They don't require as much land, and they're easier to manage. They reproduce quickly, and their milk and meat are in high demand, making them a valuable asset for farmers. And for people in rural areas, goats can also serve as a source of income, especially in markets where goat meat is popular. What's interesting is that this change isn't just about surviving climate challenges. It's also about adapting to new economic opportunities. With goat farming, farmers are tapping into a growing demand for goat products, from milk and cheese to meat and wool. It's a market that's expanding, and the shift to goats could open new doors for farmers in Limpopo and beyond. But this shift isn't without its challenges. While goats are more resilient, they still face their own set of difficulties. For example, they're susceptible to certain diseases, and their grazing habits can sometimes lead to overgrazing if not carefully managed. It's a delicate balance that farmers have to maintain if they want to ensure sustainable farming practices. Despite these challenges, many farmers are optimistic about the future. The resilience of goats in tough conditions is giving them a sense of hope. It's also providing them with a chance to diversify their farming practices, which is important for long term success. As the climate continues to change, it's clear that farmers will need to think outside the box and find ways to adapt. Goats might just be one of the answers. The shift from cows to goats is a prime example of how communities can adapt in the face of adversity. It's a story of resilience, innovation, and hope. Farmers in Limpopo are leading the way in this new chapter of agriculture, and it's something to watch closely. As we continue to monitor the effects of climate change and the challenges it brings, it's clear that agriculture will need to evolve. The success of goat farming in Limpopo could serve as a model for other regions facing similar environmental difficulties. It shows that with the right approach, even the toughest conditions can be overcome. So, what do you think? Do you see goat farming as a sustainable solution to the challenges facing farmers in South Africa and beyond? It's an exciting time for agriculture, and this shift could reshape the future of farming in unexpected ways. And that's a wrap for today's deep dive into the world of farming and adaptation. We'll keep an eye on how these changes play out. But for now, thank you for joining me on Bonnie Live with ChatGPT. Until next time.